Alright, here we are, level 8, Hide and Seek. This level is pretty infamous in the Doom community for how it's presented. I mean, look at these guys, they're ready to throw down. We have to be very careful in this level so we don't get jumped by archviles and... What? I'm playing the wrong level. Oh, well, nobody told me that. Usually you just throw something on and I don't really have a choice. Well, I guess I'll just go Hide and seek, hide me from your cheeks. I'll be honest, this level is not hard. I'm just at the point of recording where my brain functions completely shut off. I mean, you'll see hesitation like this, situational awareness like this, and a guy just trying to breathe in and out after dying to something silly like this. Why did I write that like a friggin' sales pitch? If you like what you see, consider subscribing to my $2 million a month subscription where I stroke my soft reminder as well. This is the level where I switch from ultraviolence to hurt me plenty, which, while total bitch energy, I likely would have done at some point in the later maps anyway, so... yeah, you haven't even seen how cruel this map pack can get yet, so I suggest protecting your genitals before moving on. I'm coming! This is the first map to introduce Doom's best and worst enemy, the Archvile, or better known around these parts as Dick, and that is how I will be referring to him from now on, is to avoid making those possibly offensive, yet very easy jokes about his name. Dick is quite possibly the scariest enemy to face in Doom, much like real life, and that's true across many of his iterations. His gimmick is that he'll use hell magic to summon a pillar of fire in your face and blast you with a high damaging hit scan attack after around 2 to 3 seconds of the fire lingering. The only way to avoid the attack is by stunning him with a pain chance, which is 2% by the way, or more conveniently, breaking his line of sight until you stop hearing cackling fire. Break his balls. Break them balls. Pretty rough, huh? That's how Dick likes it, though. And to be honest, that's not even half of it. Except it is half of it, because there's only one other gimmick he has up his dick. He's able to revive dead enemies, except other archviles. Just imagine how awful that would be. I shudder in fear even thinking about it. Imagine that many dicks in your face. Oh my god. This is shown pretty brilliantly at the end, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Dick is amazing at keeping pressure on the player and making sure your dumbass is paying enough attention at all times, being aware of your surroundings so as to not get jumped by his devil magics and not knowing where to hide to avoid it. Great stuff, thanks John and John. I think I've died a few times now, I've been talking for so long, but it's more interesting than a play-by-play. Speaking of, wow, I am not good at this video game I am gaming on right now. Holy smokes. Since this is still the same recording session as all the previous levels you've been seeing so far, and especially the last level, oh god, I'm getting a little burnt out. I feel like I could have gone a few more levels before switching to Hurt Me Plenty, but even the next level is one of the harder ones for me, and so you'll all see. Anyways, lots of cover in this map, but you'll have trouble figuring out where to hide if you're not sure where the attacks are coming from, and sometimes they will get the jump on you, like in my first death there. I had no idea there was a second dick ahead. Dick ahead around the corner until I immediately got flamed after the last one ended. Yikes. Panic ensues and I get zapped, a tale as old as time and one many, many Doom players can relate to. My gameplay gets better during the next recording session. I learned some lessons and make improvements, so stay tuned for those after level, I think it's 10? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, here we go. The level design is always super tight in every map here. Everything is crafted really well to suit the situation at hand, taking account of the enemies and objectives. It's great stuff, and I'd highly recommend this map if you're a fan of classic Doom and somehow haven't played Going Down Turbo yet. Back to the game, I'm getting to the point where I really just want to finish this level. I keep getting jumped and it's not fun. Want to see how many times I die? I'm waiting. Too bad! Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Hurt Me Plenty now, and while I'm at it, to save a little bit of face and make this more interesting, I'm going to add the pistol start parameter, which means after beating a level, I start the next one with nothing but 100 health, no armor, my fists, and a pistol with 50 shots each time. As I've probably said before, this is how you're intended to play these levels to make them more challenging, and it's a fun time since it forces you to take account of the situation instead of just blasting ass with your RPG all the time. You gotta be smart about your ass blasting. You always want to start by grabbing the ammo around the arena first here. You don't really get time to explore once you've activated the first archvile. Oh, sorry, I mean dick. That has been getting repetitive, but thankfully I don't have to do that for much longer. Grab the supercharge right away, take a few hits, then go straight to the upper path and summon the first monstie. Blow him up with the barrels and pray that he's low enough to die with one or two of the super shotgun shots so the other guy doesn't mug you from behind and take all your lunch money and call you a bitch, laughing maniacally as you watch your health bar deplete like a starving child's. Bing bang boom, slap dicks, get dicks slapped, and mad slap man and meatman, guy who runs in his meat. Meatman gets revived and kill meatman again. This encounter becomes a lot more challenging if you've been using your rockets like a safety net. I know I have been, so I don't entirely have that as an option. Instead, here's some SSG ASMR. Enjoy. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Have a nice life and grab a crotch guard for this next level. You'll thank me later.